Hey guys! In this video tutorial, we'll learn about the Adobe Premiere Pro interface. The Adobe Premiere Pro interface is designed to provide a flexible and customizable workspace for video editors. Let's get started. Let's start with the home screen. The home screen is where you begin with Adobe Premiere Pro. It has options to create a new project or open existing project. When we create a new project, we can see the header bar to navigate with Premiere Pro. Firstly, we have a Home button to open the home screen. Then we have an Import tab, which will help us import files. Next, we have an Edit tab, which will be our main tab for editing in Premiere Pro. After that, we have an Export tab, which will help us export videos. Below that, we have the project name, and hovering over your project will also show the destination where the project is saved. Then we have a Workspace tab, from which we can change workspaces. Following that, we have a Quick Export button, which helps us export videos quickly. Lastly, we have Maximize Video Output for viewing video output in full screen mode. To exit the full screen mode, press keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Tilde on Windows or Command+Tilde on Mac. Now let's see the different workspaces available in Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro uses panel-based interfaces, which are called workspaces. The default workspace contains a group of panels and standalone panels. We can customize a workspace by arranging panels in a layout that suits us. We can create several custom workspaces for different tasks. The first workspace available in Premiere Pro is Essentials. In Essentials, everything we need is organized for easy access. It's recommended if you work on a single monitor setup. Also, this is the default workspace of Premiere Pro. Next is the Vertical workspace, which is best for vertical videos. Then we have the Learning workspace, which can be used while learning in-app tutorials and editing. Assembly. The Assembly workspace is designed for fast review and rough cut editing. Editing. Editing is the default editing workspace in Premiere Pro, which has 25 panels. Color. Premiere Pro provides professional quality color grading and color correction tools in the Color workspace. Effects. The Effects workspace has various effects for video and audio editing. Audio. In Adobe Premiere Pro's Audio workspace, you can edit audio, add effects, and mix. Captions and Graphics. The Captions and Graphics workspace is used while working with captions or graphics on your video. Review. The Review workspace is used if you want to use Frame.io for reviews. Libraries. The Library workspace allows you to add and share media and assets between various Adobe apps. All Panels. The All Panels workspace has all panels available in Premiere Pro. Metalogging. The Metalogging workspace is for entering metadata after importing, capturing, or digitizing media into Premiere Pro. Production. The Production workspace is used while working or collaborating with a team on a production. Now let's see the different methods of changing the workspace. The first one is from the Workspace tab, where a drop-down list will appear with workspaces. The second one is from Window, Workspaces. By default, Premiere Pro opens projects in whatever workspace you currently have open. However, you can open a project in the workspace last used with it. Before opening a project, select Window, Workspaces. Import workspace from project. Additionally, we can modify the order of workspaces or delete them. To modify the order, go to the Workspace tab and choose Edit Workspaces, or go to Window, Workspaces, Edit Workspaces. The Edit Workspaces dialog will open, where you can reorder workspaces, hide them, or delete custom workspaces. Also, we can dock, group, or float panels in Adobe Premiere Pro. We can dock panels together, move them into or out of groups, and undock them so they float above the application window. Docking zones exist along the edges of a panel, group, or window. Docking a panel places it near the existing group, resizing all groups to accommodate the new panel. For example, if I want the Effect Controls panel anywhere else, I will select the Effect Controls panel from the top and drag it to another dock. Now we can see there are multiple places at the edge of this panel. Simply go to the edge where you want to add the Effect Controls and release the mouse button. Your Effect Controls panel will be docked there. Grouping zones exist in the middle of a panel or group along the tab area of the panel. Dropping a panel on a grouping zone stacks it with other panels. For example, I will select the Effect Controls panel from the top and drag and drop it in the middle of the program monitor. Now you can see we have the program monitor and Effect Controls in a group. If the panel you want to dock or group is not visible, choose it from the Window menu. Now let's see how to undock a panel in a floating window. When we undock a panel in a floating window, we can add panels to the window and modify it compared to the application window. You can use floating windows to use a secondary monitor or to create workspaces. For example, if I want to undock the Effect Controls panel, I will right-click on the panel menu and select the Undock option. The Effect Controls panel will start floating. Now let's see resizing the panel groups. When we position the pointer over dividers between panel groups, resize icons appear. When you drag these icons, all groups that share the divider are resized. For example, if I want the Effect Controls panel to be horizontally small, I will go to the divider between Effect Controls and Program Monitor and drag it towards the right to make the Effect Controls panel horizontally small. This will also affect the size of the Program Monitor, making it larger horizontally. Now let's see how we can brighten or darken the interface. You can lower the brightness, especially when working in a darkened editing suite or when making color corrections. To change the brightness on Mac, go to Premiere Pro, Preferences, then Appearance. And for Windows, go to Edit, Preferences, then Appearance. In the Appearance panel, adjust the brightness and intensity of the highlight color according to your requirements. Click the video on the left to know more about the project panel, and click the video on the right to know more about the Tools panel. And that's it. In this tutorial, you've learned about the Adobe Premiere Pro interface,